systems are go. Check this out. It's party time. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
We got a great show tonight.
It's showtime.
Okay, let's party. Come on, baby.
Let's just boogie.
Y'all ready?
Let's go nuts.
All right. Here we go.
Now, without further ado,
you're listening to DK and Big B
on K-Crew Radio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our endless summer beach party. My name is DK. Big B with me as always. Here as we get ready.
Hi there.
For our show. Big B and I have called what they call it in football is an audible for tonight. Tonight we are going to do the epicenters on the pre-show. Only because, ladies and gentlemen, if you look on your screen, the return of Raymond the Amish Comic, Big B is betting on me to slip very soon into the show. We may lose control, and we cannot tell you what's going to happen, where the show is going to go, yada, yada, yada. But it's great to have you here. And let's bring in, I'll introduce him again, but Sir Big B, the Duke of B, and always the epicenter of something just usually not on the pre-show.
Yeah, it's a special epicenter tonight. To make it even more special, I am simultaneously two epicenters at the same time.
Oh, this is great.
I am
struggling for an epicenter.
First and foremost, I am the epicenter of all things outdoor kitchen. I have my grill, and you all know that I have a smoker. I have a small smoker. What I had gotten was a deluxe prep table that has a sink to it.
Right. So with a special bucket for wastewater.
Well, I bought the bucket from Lowe's. So you connect the sink to the hose. And, it's like a regular faucet. You turn it on, turn it off, and you can, wash your vegetables or, I have a small child, maybe out in the backyard, you wash his hands, stuff like that. So it really helps with outdoor food preparations and cleaning. And it's going to work out really well so we can have full meals outside instead of like running in the house to run some water and bring it out. You have everything right there. So
exactly how you feel. Yeah.
So I was that got put together last weekend, but it didn't get put in its spot until this evening. It was like one of those things, when you just get sudden inspiration to do something.
Yeah.
So we were outside. We were just making some like cheese sausages for dinner, and I grilled up some corn, and it just like me and my wife was like, well, you want to put the thing over there? We got to move another table and put that there. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So you get all inspired to do it. We put it together. I hook up the hose, and the hose springs a leak.
Oh dear.
So by then the food was done. So we came inside, we had dinner, and then I went back outside. Like 10 minutes before I got in here, I had to put in a rubber washer. I had to tighten up some nuts and bolts, and then finally I ran it, and everything was fine. So that brings me to my second epicenter. It's quite hot.
Before you go to your second, I still have a question. Oh. What happens if the wastewater overflows because you have an endless supply of water from the hose?
Right. But it's like anything. You're not running it constantly.
Oh, well, okay. I'm just wondering, you're washing hands, you're rinsing vegetables. Oopsie, the Lowe's bucket is full.
Well, then you just dump it. But the idea of the bucket is so it's
What's
not like
the purpose of having the bucket in the first fucking place if you're just going to dump it?
so it's not when the water's coming out of the waste pipe. It's like a flex tube. It's not just arbitrarily splashing everywhere. It goes into the bucket. I can remove the waste tube, take the bucket to like another spot in the backyard and dump it.
If you're doing something like smoking salmon, and it's something that you have to monitor like on a regular basis, will you use the sink via the wastewater to urinate in a beach?
I don't. It depends on how much I have to drink at that point.
All right, just curious because it would come in. I've used the laundry tub before, and any place with running water can quickly become a urinal.
It certainly can.
Yeah.
And even places without running water, as we've seen from Stu, can quickly become a urinal.
Right.
So I'm not sure. It depends on how much I drink. But
epicenter number 2.
But that leads me to that leads me to my second epicenter. It is quite warm and humid here, so I am going through all of this and making the adjustments and making sure everything runs properly. I am now drenched in sweat. I literally came from outside to here, turned everything on, and I'm with you. This was literally 5 minutes ago. So I am completely drenched in sweat right now.
You need a sink with a wastewater bucket in the studio.
I think I have to go buy a new one, a second one, I should say.
Yes. Now, epicenter number 3, you are out of peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, I am. I drank the last of it, the last of that one bottle last week, and I just didn't get a chance to. Life gets in the way sometimes. So I just didn't get a chance to get to the liquor store. And I realized this afternoon while I'm working, I was like, oh, shit, I don't have any whiskey. So I'm just drinking my beers tonight. That's all. And, it kind of works out because I'm sweaty. You don't want hard liquor when you're sweaty.
I think when you cool down, you might want some moonshine.
Maybe. I have it with me. I have the Peg Leg Porker whiskey. And I have the scotch here too, so we'll see.
Something may pop in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. The fastest epicenters we've ever done. Just a few minutes before we go live, waiting on our guest, Raymond the Amish Comic. I'm also monitoring the email, making sure. He usually has no problem. He is quite savvy these days. As to getting into these things. So I'm sure he's going to join right in the nick of time. And in just a minute, we're going to get started. We'll get our intro going, and we've got a great show. And bringing back really quick, those of you remember the very special Believe It or What was My Little Pony. Big B performed beyond expectations tonight. If we can gain control of the show at some point, we do have a special Amish edition to
Believe It or What?
Or what? That's where I'm going. Ray is here, ladies and gentlemen. I see him in the green room.
Ooh.
We are currently bringing him kiwi and lime juice as we prepare to start the show. So anyway, without ado, let's stop this and let's delete these things, and we're going to go live. And when we come back on the other side, ladies and gentlemen, after the pre-show, we will have our very special guest. And it's probably the last you're going to hear of me talking for quite some time. Or Big B. But it's all good. We love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Cave Crew Radio is the name of the show. I'm going to top on the radio, and away we go.
Air traffic control, bringing New York. Roger that. Bringing Canada. 10-4. Gentlemen, we have liftoff.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Warning. Warning, Will Robinson. This program contains bad words. Use caution. If easily offended, enter at your own risk. It's an endless summer beach party on Cave Crew Radio.
There was a time when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundaries. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of the
I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the masculine feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gotta go to a place like a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on a hot day?
Mr. Clement, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power fly goal! This is Cave Crew Radio.
Indeed, it is Cape Crew Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name is DK. I am live from my cave in Ontario, Canada. We are live on Cape Crew Radio. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. And we are also available on podcasts wherever podcasts are found. Bigby and I got the epicenters out of the way on the pre-show because we've got a very special guest. It looks like we have two very special guests tonight, and we can't wait. So I'm going to turn things over to you to bring in our guest, Sir Bigby.
Yeah, as anytime he's on this show, it's always a fun time. We don't get to say a lot. He just rolls with it and has a blast, and we all just sit back and laugh. So we're always happy when he comes back. One of my personal favorite guests ever on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Raymond the Amish Comic.
How do you do, folks? Am I coming through? You're
coming through.
Yep.
Okay, so I decided tonight I was going to let other people talk. So you guys are a teeny little bit fucked. It's not normal. I normally don't let other people speak. It's my way. She's Sparky, my cockatiel's in the house. She is the star of my Saturday night live stream show. She just sits on a microphone and fucking does nothing. That's the show business career that I've dreamed of. I raise the microphone and then she comes up and then she goes down and people say, "Oh, look how cute." She also gets pissed off and flies in and out of this thing. So I have no control over whatsoever. I don't even recognize either one of you. The last time I did this, one of you wasn't here, and the other one of you looked fucking different than you look now, so that's weird. Apparently, I'm the only one who is dressed for this being a beach bash, endless summer. I'm the only one who's festive here.
I'm a teal.
And I also suffer from this horrible thing where if I think of something that I never thought of, then it fucks me up. So if this in fact is an endless summer bash, technically The one from last year should still be going. That's fucking bullshit. If it's endless, the last one last year should still be going, right? Am I right about that?
You are right. You are right.
So I don't know how any of you folks are doing. So there's Canada is in the house and New York is in the house, right?
Yep.
I'm going to address this to my Canadian friend. How do foreign countries perceive our country right now? Because
with jealousy. With jealousy.
I'd wind that back a little bit because I'm here in Pennsylvania and half of Pennsylvania doesn't think we have a new president yet. So I'm not really safe to go outdoors yet. They keep waiting for someone to be reinstated. I don't know. They just fucking made that shit up.
Well, let's be honest. Our current president doesn't realize he's the president yet either.
Well, that's probably a smart move if you think about it. I mean, for crying out loud, they are really looking for shit to mock him for.
He's been an unmitigated disaster so far.
Well, the Democrats are pussies, for one thing. If the Democrats Republicaned up, we could solve all this happy horse shit. And if I ever get Mitch McConnell anywhere near me with a baseball bat, I'll fucking take care of him. He'll be done. So here's the thing. Gig workers, that's me, were supposed to be covered with special emergency pandemic fund. I got one stimulus check, just fucking one, to last me for a year and 3 months. Then them cocksuckers tricked me and said, if you fill your taxes out, you'll get your second and third stimulus checks. Well, I have not got money back from a tax return in 25 fucking years. So apparently it collapsed the entire online IRS system. So nobody's getting tax returns now. And it's my fucking fault because the Amish guy filed and they said, he's getting money back. This can't be fucking right. No fucking way. So I'm not getting anything back yet because I collapsed the fucking system. I'm trying to stay off of Facebook, which I renamed Hate Book, and Twitter. If you just want to kick yourself in the balls, but you don't have the yoga skills, just go on fucking Twitter and that'll cure you of that.
There's lots of hate out there.
There's lots of hate out there. Well, the problem is this with me and the career. I get right now. I get one show a year. That's what I get. In May I did a comedy club in Harrisburg, and I love my fans, but sometimes they fucking test me. I post on my Facebook page, so excited to be back on stage in Harrisburg in May, and they go, "Congratulations, you're back on tour." There's no fucking tour. I've never been on fucking tour. I book a show and I fucking go to it and then I come home. A tour is you go and you book a show in a town and then you go there and then you perform. Then you go to the next fucking town and then you go to the next fucking town, the next fucking town. And that's a tour. And then your wife wonders, where the fuck are you? And then you come home. I've never been on a fucking tour. But during pandemic, I would say one show probably was a fucking tour. So there's that. And then I got to be happy for people that are doing shit, even though I'm bitter and nasty. As you can see, I have a new shower curtain for a background here that I have to return to the bathtub later on. Bookcase, shower curtain. So
that's shower curtain.
Shower curtain, yes. I tried.
So authentic.
I tried to do virtual backgrounds. I've learned all this shit. I got Streamlabs, OBS. And I spent a whole fucking month learning how to make it look like I'm standing in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. But if you know anything about virtual backgrounds, if you move slightly, the thing fucking eats you. So the one time I did it, the Golden Gate Bridge actually fucking ate me. Oh, look, the Amish guy's in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, the Golden Gate Bridge fucking ate him. He's gone. So fuck that. I'm back to shower curtains.
It used to mute me. I used to do the backgrounds too, and whenever I did something, the virtual background put mute on every other button.
It's well, everything that I had to learn fucked something else up. I have good gear right now. You won't even fucking believe this.
Wait. You're moving too fast. You're moving too fast because I want to get to that.
I should have smoked dope. I knew it.
What are you drinking?
Just water.
Oh, okay.
Just smoked dope. I knew it. Anyway, this is a success story because normally you are on tour, and I'm sure very soon you will be. Things are opening up again. But you adapted to this whole pandemic thing. You, the last time you were on, you were doing the online, but you were doing it on your phone, and you were struggling, and you were new. You've got a MacBook now. You're thriving with this. Take a little journey with us. Tell the folks.
Okay, thriving is kind of a weird interpretation of panic.
Okay, listen, you've got to go fund me.
I'm
fund me for a condom. Yet.
I'm so fucking blessed. I'm so fucking blessed. I like my daughter's boyfriend goaded me into doing a GoFundMe for a MacBook Pro. And if you go on GoFundMe, and I was whoring it the whole time, I'm like, okay, there's this family whose house burned down and they lost everything. Yep. And there's another family whose kid has cancer, needs an operation. And then there's me, an Amish comedian out of work who needs a MacBook. It's a fucking stupid idea. And it worked. It actually worked. So I got the MacBook Pro here. I also got a 4K camera, but I'm not using it because when I plug that in, like you said, when you plug in a new thing, everything goes fucking apeshit. Mm-hmm. So that's connected for my live stream. I didn't want to tempt fate. In the scope of things, yes, I've been doing very well. Sparky gets tips. She got Christmas presents. I have no shame. So my lovely wife is active in the chat on the live stream. And then people feel sorry for her for being married to me. And then I get tips from that. So that's kind of amazing. And she's partying she's one of 4 sisters. They're all up in Massachusetts. 3 of them went and surprised the eldest one in Massachusetts. So it's the first night in the history of the pandemic that I have the place to myself. And what am I doing? I'm in a fucking chat room with 2 fucking guys. What the fuck's wrong with me? What the fuck's wrong with me? This is not the bachelor party night that I fucking dreamed of. I'll go to chat.
How did she get there? Did they take horse and carriage, or how did she get up to Massachusetts?
They just she's a city girl, so they drive and they do normal shit. They didn't horse and buggy their way up there. So I'm doing really good. That's a very excellent point. The GoFundMe MacBook Pro fucking stuns me to this day. But the pressure there is, I was supposed to write a book and create extra funny shit if I had a MacBook Pro. So I'm a little behind there. There's pressure with gift like that.
With stardom comes more pressure.
And the other thing crazy that's going on is that summer for stand-up comedy sucks batshit balls. So the country is opening during the slowest fucking time for stand-up comedy. And you have watched my panic through the pandemic and what I had to do to survive. All the comedians are doing it. Comedy is being performed at fucking car washes, out in fields, and friends of mine are running comedy in weird places. People I trust went fucking nuts. A friend of mine, I won't say his name because he's been a friend my whole career. He called me up. Yes, I'm Amish. I got a cell phone. And my fans pay for the bill every month. I beg them.
Wait, what happened?
We have Raymond frozen.
This is what as he said, he picked up his cell phone and everything.
Oh, now he's back.
Am I back? That fucked everything up.
Phone. Don't touch anything.
I won't touch the fucking phone. So the comedian friend of mine called me up and said he had paid work for me. He wanted me to do $150 gig, and that's fucking shitty money when I started in 1991. And it's a 2-hour drive from where I'm sitting, plus 2 hours back, plus another whatever fucking time I'm there. for $150, right? And that's fucking gas money and all that shit. And I'm there, I don't know. And he said, well, I have like 17 of these clubs in Pennsylvania. And I said, what do you mean clubs? What kind of clubs? Are these comedy clubs? He said, no, they're swingers clubs. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Is my career gone that fucking bad that I got to perform at swingers clubs for fucking $150? Let me explain something about fucking swingers clubs. I'm not judging anybody, but a swingers club doesn't need a fucking comedian. That's the fun. The swingers club is the fun. You go there to fuck each other off. It's a giant fucking orgy. Before we all suck each other off, let's have a few horse and buggy jokes. It's a fucking shitty game. Who the fuck? How bored could you be at your fucking swingers club if you were hoping they had a fucking comedian that night? How fucking and I'm a germaphobe. I've been masking up, playing it safe. I am guessing that in the middle of the bumfucked Pennsylvania, where they still think the other guy's president, and it's a swingers club, I am thinking that is the fucking germ headquarters of the entire fucking nation. I think that's its own Wuhan right there. That's fucking Pennsylvania. Wuhan.
Let's use our imagination for a minute, because stand-up comedians thrive on their audience, do they not? So you got these naked fat people walking around with hard-ons and saggy tits, and just think of the material you would get from this.
I would love to see him work the crowd in this.
Yes,
as just come off stage and start talking to people.
Yeah, look at old Strinky. What's he gonna poke?
I have a notebook with lots of other material in it. Thank you very much. I don't need to go this route. Again, I don't judge lifestyle, but I mean, swingers club, that's the thing. So what the good news is, I found my line of shame, because I would do mostly anything else in the world. I mean, I would sell pencils at a fair, but the swingers club gig, I'm like, and what do I tell my wife? I'll be back in 9 hours with $150 minus gas money. Woohoo!
You might have people tucking things in your Speedo with your shoulder straps.
Where are they going to put the money?
You're not
I don't
selling
think he
this.
wants to touch that money.
You're not selling this at all. Here's a quarter in your burlap thong bikini. What the fuck? Jeez. But yeah, you know what the weirdest thing is, that I got used to performing for no people. And again, I've said it before, this show has helped me because we can't fucking see the audience. Right. So, because it's a whole nother ball game. And when I went out and actually performed live, when I stream live, I try to create stand-up comedy for the live stream audience. But then I felt compelled when I went live to try to recreate the live stream experience for the actual live audience. So the laughter fucked me up. I'm like, you can't laugh.
Yeah.
It's fucking me up. I'm going to need you to put the laughing face emoji in the phone and then just scroll it up like this. And that way I'll know that we're good. So laughter actually fucked me up. Comedy is a cadence. You did bup, 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 then you pause, then they laugh. Then you don't have that with the live stream. So that took me probably 6 months to figure out to speak during the live stream and then pause for laughter that I hope is there.
Right.
But I think you adapted nicely, because I remember I've watched, several of your live streams, from the beginning, all the way through, and you really did adapt nicely to it. I mean, you seem to be much more at ease, obviously, later on, once you really figured out kind of the technology and what you were doing.
Well, as soon as I realized that I could stop to breathe, that was a turning point there. And if you made it through a whole live stream, I should probably PayPal you $10 because that's fucking. And the fun thing is that my fans are amazing. They don't really give a fuck what I say. They're happy to see me. They're like, "Don't go. I'm trying to go." And that's another thing. When I performed live, I didn't know how to end the show. I wanted to close my fucking MacBook on the people. I didn't know how to close the show out. But I studied a handful of people. Do you peckerheads? I mean, in a nice way. Do you watch Twin Peaks at all?
No.
Okay,
I didn't watch it when it was
listen,
on. I don't watch it now.
There will be no frame of reference there. Twin Peaks season 3 happened 25 years later. The crazy doctor has a one-man show, and that's what he does. So I actually studied him because that's fucking weird to just like talk to nobody and hope they're there. So yeah, I actually
What do you
enjoy it.
think we do every week? We don't know if there's 10,000 or no one.
And if there's 12 people there, you
Yeah.
still got to fucking entertain them. That's the whole thing.
It's always the same show.
But my audience loves when shit goes wrong. When I got Streamlabs OBS, I didn't know how to size the frame. Like you guys have a nice frame here and everything. I was outside of the frame. I was upside down. I fucking edited it live. Like right now, I edited it. Am I in the frame? Can we see me now? Can we see me now? But they love it. If I'm fucking sideways, they cheer me on. I don't know if I'm going to tell you this story. When I Zoomed with so many comedians, I love this. And whoever tunes in, God bless you. I hope you're entertained. I really do. I hope somebody fucking entertained by this. But a lot of comedians that Zoomed seemed like they didn't give a fuck. They had the camera on the weird angle, so the monolith up the nose holes, and they just fucking complained all night that the audience wasn't there. Well, who the fuck wants to tune in for this? You fuckers want to be entertained. So I figured a few things out, but my audience actually loves when things are wrong. A comedian's comedian, Rich Schneidner, was on, and he's worked with everybody. He's written for all the big comedians. He's living in the hills of Virginia somewhere with shitty internet, and we were talking first gigs, and he was the only one who had a great first gig. His friend ran a bar, and the Ramones were going to play there, and nobody fucking heard of the Ramones at the time. And he wanted to be a comedian, but he wasn't one. And the Ramones said, we would like to have an opening act. Is there anybody? And then his friend said, oh, my friend is a stand-up comedian. He said, are you out of your fucking mind? I said I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. So they put Rich Schneider on ahead of the Ramones. And when he was telling the story, his internet froze. She said, so the Ramones guy said to him, you'll be fine. And then
right.
Then he was frozen for like fucking 10 minutes. And then when he unfroze, and then he goes, and that's what happened. I'm thinking, that's fucking brilliant, because I've been doing this every week for a year and a half, and so I don't have enough time. So sometimes I just pretend that my screen is froze. And then I let the 10-minute ticker go by, and then that's exactly what happened there. So here, I'll treat you to this. People listening, they won't get to enjoy it, but Sparky's a big hit. She drinks from my glass. Now,
look at that.
Dick.
Oh, look at this.
And the fans are awesome. They're like, make Sparky drink. No, that's not how it works. When the bird's fucking thirsty, she drinks.
Yeah.
Make her drink. Put your fucking cockatiel head in there and drink, you fucker. People want to see it.
When did you get Sparky? I don't remember Sparky the last time you were on.
We've had her forever, but the technology that I had to broadcast from the other side of the curtain. And that is the side where Sparky could look out the window and see feral cats and make her go fucking nuts.
Got it.
So there's your upgrade right there.
Got it. Yeah. I was watching, I saw you put a video out on earlier this evening, and the bird was flying in and out of the screen and landed on your hat.
Yeah. And I it's kind of amazing because I have no control of it. And I'm so used to her doing that I've done a few Zoom shows already where that could happen and I don't even acknowledge it because I'm just so used to her being in and out of the show. And then somebody had said, is nobody going to say anything that a cockatiel just flew in and landed on the fucking Amish guy's hat? Is nobody going to say anything? Because I'm used to it.
Now, how long do these birds live?
This bird will probably inherit everything that I ever get in the way of a stimulus check. I think they're supposed to live 20, 25 years, but she's up there in years, but she's really spoiled rotten. So I don't know, man, 20, 25 years, 30. We've had her forever, man. She's part of the family. She fucking bosses me around. Did you hear that beep?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a thing called movie watching toe. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. She likes to fly over and land on my foot. And if I don't have a sock on, she rips the fuck out of it. And rips it. Toes are like the enemy. So you got to have a fucking sock on. And if I'm sitting way over there and we're going to watch a movie, if she wants to sit on that toe, she beeps and beeps and beeps until I put my fucking foot up. And I just do it. And I'm thinking, I got fucking bossed around by a fucking bird. A fucking bird told me what to do. I didn't even want to have my leg up, but that's how we do it.
You could just put it in the cage.
No, that's just mean. See, the punchline there is when we got her, we thought she'd be in the cage all the time.
Right.
She's hardly ever in the cage.
Uh-huh.
Like just to sleep. That's it.
Right.
So we keep her in this room though. So I got beaded curtains all around. So well, once she's out of this room, she's fucking hell on ice.
All right. So wait, I have a question. So is your room lined with newspaper? Like the bird's gonna shit everywhere.
No, here's the thing. There's a pecking order. She loves our daughter best, and our daughter has her own apartment. She loves my wife second best, and I'm third choice. So if we're all hanging out and she has to shit, she will fly off of someone that she likes better than me, land on me, shit on my leg, and then return to that person. And she does, and I'm not making it up. And she does have manners. Like now, if she's gonna shit, she will try to make it so the shit goes off my leg, which sounds polite, but it's also possible if I have my legs the exact perfect way and I'm wearing shorts, she can actually shit in my pants for me. And it's happened, you know. You find, motherfucker, what happened? That's Sparky shit. She's fantastic, man. She's really intelligent, way smarter than me. Makes me do shit.
Now, so when things eventually get back to normal, it's the busy time for touring, and you get back out there again. Are you going to still do this? Are you still going to keep the live stream going?
Yes. That's a great question. I actually really love this. And the feedback from my fans, it floats from like 20 to 100 people a week. And a lot of people can't come to my show. It really keeps me sharp too. I'm forced to write. Keeps me in the zone. It won't be like Saturday. I mean, if I'm performing, I can't do it. So then the stream will move somewhere else, different night of the week. But absolutely, yes, I'll keep this thing going.
Plus, you can also reach an international audience that way. Like someone like myself can't drive to Pennsylvania to see a show, but when you're on YouTube, you reach people you wouldn't normally reach.
That is absolutely correct. And right now I'm dicking around with trying to stream on different platforms, but I'm the Streamlabs, you can multi-stream. That's a fucking nightmare. So if I'm streaming on a different platform, I'll use the phone for like Twitter, and then I'll use my MacBook for YouTube. Because I think once you add too many streams, it fucks things up. I'm gonna try my hand at Twitch for reasons that I couldn't fucking tell you because everybody's twitching.
You're going to be on Xbox Live.
And so I think Twitch is tricky because they don't give a fuck what you do until you get a following and you start to make a little bit of money. So I don't think I'm going to dick around with it too much, but
Twitch, you'll reach we've looked into that too. Twitch, you'll reach a younger audience. But yeah, OBS, I'm the one that does the broadcasting engine, and OBS is not my thing. That's touchy. It's an open source, and I did not like it when we played with that.
Well, the thing is that, and I've covered it in my rants, YouTube videos, there's a video for any fucking occasion that you want. I had fans that were sad because they'd like to go out to bars. I've actually found a YouTube bar simulator where it's real loud and people are going fucking nuts. So I put that on for background. But the how-to videos are on YouTube. But if you don't know how to ask for what you need, you got to weed to like 9,000 fucking videos of shit. And the people who know what they're doing, God love them, they're fucking 14-year-old gamers. And they talk like me, but they try to teach shit. Well, I got my one screen over here for my game, and then my fans can come in here and over here, and then I twitch to this, and then I can see my chats over here, and my new subscribers go, what the fuck, dude? I'm just trying to get the fucking camera on me so people can see me through that fucking camera. Where is fucking Streamlabs for fucking nitwits, morons, and people who shouldn't have electric? That's what I fucking need.
You remember, it's hard, you know, when you mentioned YouTube and like everything is on YouTube. You want to know how to, you know, do anything, it's on YouTube. Think back to pre-internet. We had to actually sit there and figure things out and hurt ourselves trying to figure out how to do things properly.
And there was no support team. And even when we got internet where we are now, remember this? Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves. That's right. Yep.
You fuck Jeeves now. You can't ask Jeeves dick. But yeah, the other thing people do, and I always mock them, unboxing videos. People have fucking thousands and thousands. Yes. Oh, I got the new whatever game it is. I'm going to do an unboxing. So when the GoFundMe people, fans, got me this MacBook Pro, I thought I'm going to do an unboxing. And it's the dumbest fucking thing that there ever was. And you do it. Here's the box. I'm so excited. And then you get the fucking box cutter. And I had to try to find out. I love actual records, vinyl, turntables, and all that shit. And I tried to have an old dual brought back to life. And that cost me too much fucking money. And it went on a scrap heap. So I wound up getting a turntable from a Canadian company, and I can't even fucking remember the name of it. I love it. It's fantastic. But I needed to learn how to set it up. There's a Canadian guy who fucking reviews these things. And then the unboxing for one of those to teach me how to set up before I found him. Fucking 9 minutes on the box cutter and getting it out of the fucking box. Take it out of the fucking box. I have the box cutter. I know how to open a fucking box. I want to learn how to set up the belt and the fucking timing and balance the fucking tone arm, for fuck's sake. I prefer this kind of cutter, heavy duty to do shit. Yeah, I've to keep an online presence, I definitely want to keep doing this. I also got goaded into doing a Patreon, which is fun, but then you got to give them different shit that you don't give other people. So they get to see me put my makeup on and shit, dumb shit like that. But I got like fucking 14 subscribers. So my Patreon's been going for about like 6 months, and they love it. Just they get a little extra Sparky videos. I always do a thing. I don't go Facebook Live too often, but because I am a scrapple-sucking, masturbating Mennonite asshole, dickhead, douchebag of a fuckface, I like to go on Facebook Live at 7:45 to announce that I will not be going Facebook Live at 8 o'clock.
I see those all the time.
Yeah, that's what they are. Sparky and I are here to tell you that we will not be streaming live on Facebook. You got to see us on YouTube. Yeah. Sometimes I don't even speak, and then I just hold up the YouTube sign and that. But yeah, it's a whole to do to create content. And I don't know if you can see this. There's a chair right here. This chair pissed off somebody in my live stream last week. Sparky loves this fucking chair, and she's on my knee now, but she likes to be on that chair. But she was hiding on the bookshelf, and someone said the chair in the chat. They said the chair's very distracting. See, well, let me just fucking throw away my cockatiel's favorite chair. That would make you happy. Would that make you happy? So my cockatiel shouldn't have a fucking chair because, and how fucking boring am I when I'm speaking if you're staring at this fucking chair? What the fuck? So,
and it's just a little piece of the chair. You can't even see the whole thing.
Well, you can't see the whole thing. And the other thing I'm trying to do is you can only try to do stand up in your living room so long. And then I'm trying to do like more of a chilled thing. So a chair and extra microphones and shit to create ambiance. But people, well, a chair is distracting. I don't like seeing your iPad there. I'm there. Well, it's a little hard for me to see what's in the fucking chat if I don't look at my iPad. So normally my wife is on the other side of this curtain and she monitors the chat. And if there's something that I need to see, she'll bring it in. But you know, it's she has a fan base. Like they're gonna miss her tomorrow. And like I say, she usually does my makeup so I don't look all washed out on the screen. I was going to, because they know she won't be there, I was going to say, this is what happens when I had to do my own makeup. And I was going to do like a kiss face of makeup. But it seems like a lot of fucking work, and then I'd have to take it off. So it's probably funnier as a joke.
Give us a shout out tomorrow.
I will definitely give you a shout. I've been whoring this thing a teeny tiny little bit. The short version you saw of the commercial with the bird was too good. There's a longer version of the commercial. It's the weirdest thing. I have trouble getting people off of HateBook to watch me on YouTube. That's fucking OCD right there. When you can't watch my free show in a different app, then you're fucked up, man. And you got some fucking problems.
A lot of people are stuck on Facebook. I noticed that too, because we go both ways. You got your Facebook people and you got your YouTube people, and then you got the people that just like to listen. But I go on YouTube. I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of people on Facebook, they want to click on it and watch it while they're on Facebook. It's anal, but that's the way things are.
And so the funny thing is that
why don't you go on Facebook? You're just pissed.
Well, I can if I go with a mobile device, but then my setup here, I've got tripods and I've got everything's exact. So the Facebook Live mobile device would get the shittiest view, and I have a 4K webcam that looks like a little alien spaceship.
Yeah.
And I went Facebook Live once with a phone, and people could see that, and they're like, "What's that weird fucking thing in there?" And then I tell them, "I can't respond to your comments on Facebook. If you want to interact, you got to get over to YouTube." But they still ask questions. I fucking tell them, "Listen, my wife is in the chat on YouTube. I see comments on Facebook, and I'm telling you, I can't fucking answer them. I can't even fucking see them because my eyes are old, and I can see yours are not fucking listening. If you have a question, you got to get the fuck off of here and go over to YouTube." And then later on, I'll go through the replay, and they're like, "Well, I asked you some questions in the Facebook chat, but you didn't fucking answer me." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I'm a dick. That makes me a dick."
You must have the most scrutinous fans. They're picking out every little tiny thing in your video.
I'm too accessible, and I'm actually a very nice person, so I don't really like to fucking alienate my audience. But as a result of that, okay, I'm in the chair now. Some people like when I perform my live stream in the chair, and some people don't. So this is a whole thing. "Oh, I like it better when you're standing up and you look like you perform. Oh, I like it better when he's sitting in a chair." And they can't even fucking agree if I should sit or stand. And I like to point out to them, my show is fucking free. And if you want me to stand, include a fucking $20 tip to say, "Would you perform fucking standing up?"
It's got nothing to do with the content.
I don't know. People are going to be pissed off about one thing or another or not. I'm emphatic. I am emphatic about my show being politically free, the little political shit I did here tonight, I would never fucking get away with that because I need money from both sides of the aisle.
Right.
And if you mention one thing, people go fucking nuts. My YouTube channel has a filter. So if people try to politically troll in the chat, there's 600 fucking words in there that cannot be typed. Snowflake can't be typed. It's like a curse word. So all those things are in there. I had a weird. I don't know if you saw the one with me.
You need to do a YouTube video so we can watch how you set up all this shit. You're leaps and bounds ahead of us. Not that we'd ever want to ban a word, because usually it's Big B or me that use it.
Right.
Well, you learn by necessity, and I have brainiacs in the family that help me. So they tell me, what stuff to get, what to do. But yeah, it's a lot, and a lot of shit can go wrong. It's just when you think you got it, boom. I was sideways. Last week I tried to do YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitter. And then my wife came in and said, they're saying that you're sideways on Facebook. But then she also said I had some friends that I hadn't seen for quite a few years in the YouTube chats. I'm like, okay, I got to deal with my friends. Fuck Facebook, I'll stay sideways. I'm going to deal with my friends because it's a whole to-do to fix shit up.
It's a lot. I don't think people realize, it's not just plugging in and turning on. There's a lot of shit that goes on, and I know people love to watch and listen and whatever, but I don't think they know exactly what goes into things. It's a lot of work. They know if they listen to me complain.
They know if they listen to me complain. This thing you have going on now, see, I want to learn that. I want to learn how to Zoom a guest into my live show. I don't have anybody that I want to have be a guest yet.
So, geez, thanks.
But you guys would be way up there on the list. But I'm just saying I don't know how to do that. And then weird shit happened. My webcam wouldn't connect to my live stream like 2 weeks ago. It just wouldn't. And I schedule ahead of time, and I have a template so I can do the stream is starting soon and all that shit. And then old me would have tried to fix it. New me said, fuck it, I'll just stream from mobile. And then when I figured it out the following week, it went back to all the default settings. And then somebody was pissed off because I was real small in the frame. If you take one of these boxes we're looking at now, stick it right in the middle, that was me. I didn't know how to resize the frame, and they were fucking mad. They're like, you got all this shit in there, there's a chair, that's distracting, you're little, and what the fuck are you talking about? And they were right, but I couldn't fix it till like the following week. So it's a whole to do.
Sometimes things don't go right.
Well, people that have tech teams have all this shit taken. I actually like learning stuff.
Me too. So I'm clicking on a thing right now. I'm trying to bring something in the stream.
If it goes right,
it's not working.
If it goes right, I'm happy. But if it doesn't work, then I get so fucking mad. And then I go on the YouTube and I go, I'm such a fucking asshole. I can't fucking learn anything. And then that's it. Streamlabs. Here's one thing that's really good about them. I upped to the better service with tech support, and I will actually message them, I am a stupid fuck. And I don't know how to make myself bigger in the frame. And they'll tell me. They'll just tell, not right on the spot, but it'll fix for next week. Hi, it's your favorite stupid fuck. I'm not a gamer. I don't know how to stream. I'm too little. Last week I was out of the frame. This week I'm in the frame, but I'm teeny tiny little. And they're very tolerant because, they should be, because they get some money from me.
Right. But no, it is. It's a learning experience. Like right now, I want to refresh, but I'm a little scared.
Don't fucking do it. When you're streaming, don't fucking touch anything.
I know, but I can't get a picture to come into the fucking screen. I guess I don't need it. I lost
my fucking mixer as well about a month ago, and there's no YouTube how-to videos, or are you a stupid fuck and you lost your mixer? Like, I fucking lost it, right? So that all the YouTube videos were like, here are the proper settings for the mixer. I don't care. Tell me where the fucking mixer went. The mixer is gone. Tell me how to fucking get it back, how to get the mixer back, and I'll be all right.
I'm the same way. I'm learning Adobe Edition 3, and I deleted the thing that allows me to play, and I'm on YouTube, and I'm doing the same as you. I can't find the play button, and they're telling me all this weird shit. I just want the play button back so I can review what I'm trying to edit.
Well, I would never try shit like that while I was live. There's no fucking way that I would do it.
I'm running with the show. If there's not another graphic the entire night, I don't care. No, listen, we've had times, Ray, that we've been live for 5 minutes and kicked off for no reason whatsoever. And then we got to restart the whole thing again.
Well, but the fun thing is for my fans too is that I had, when I first started the Streamlabs and all that shit, I was live editing. I was in a small box. I was out of the frame, and it was off. My whole show was fucking 40 minutes, and I still didn't solve it. And then I shut everything down. I thanked people for helping me figure shit out. And then I figured it out, and I went live right again, 2 minutes afterwards. And the people were there cheering me on. Stories, ranting, pissing, and moaning. There's stuff that I absolutely love about the pandemic. Curbside bourbon, fucking life changing. People are pissing and moaning. Oh, I really miss going into a Walmart. Well, get a fucking life. If I never go into a supermarket again, it'd be too fucking soon. I was in one the other day, and I forgot how fucking terrible shoppers are. They take a big fucking shopping cart and they block it in the middle of the fucking aisle, and then they seal the rest of the aisle off with their fucking 300-pound ass reading ingredients on a jar of peanut butter. And I fucking forget that I'm not streaming live because people like when I'm a dick. But that doesn't work so well out in the world. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in that jar that you haven't already swallowed 300 pounds of. So just pull the fuck over to the side and let me through here, for crying out loud. That's shopping tip for you. Park your cart on the fucking side that you're browsing, and people park over there, and then they block off the whole aisle like they're sure nobody else is coming down the fucking aisle, and for whatever reason they can't go close to read ingredients. They feel like they have to stand farther away to read shit. That's fucking dumb. I know you can't see the shit, but that's probably because you're too fucking far away. I would suggest moving closer to the thing that you're trying to see. And then they just fucking look at me like, and rightly so. So in keeping with it, you guys don't care if I babble. How long does this show run, by the way?
An hour and a half.
9:30 if you're okay.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
But you're not leaving until we play Believe It or What.
Well, I was planning on running 2 or 3 hours anyway. But that's the beauty of streaming live, is that since I don't know if there's an audience there, I don't even really give a fuck. I can just sit in this chair and go off, and if people are there or if I'm streaming, it doesn't matter. Father's Day was fucking fan-damn-tastic for me. In this neighborhood where I am, I've got a nice little town here. There's neighbors over there. I like one, I hate the other one. Behind that house is a little field that used to be a junkyard, but now it's just a field. And people go there to shoot off fireworks, and they scare the fuck out of dogs. And then the local Facebook fan page, they're scaring the fuck out of our dogs. It's your dog. Give it some fucking marijuana, for fuck's sake. It's the 4th of July. It's fireworks. But on Father's Day, my wife can see out the window where the fireworks go. We heard what appeared to be a fucking car bomb. 10 o'clock, Father's Day night. And my wife said, that looked like a firework. And I said, that says maybe. That sounded like a fucking car bomb, because you see them in the movies when they fucking blow the windows out and shit.
Yeah.
rocked the earth. And it turns out it was a dumbass that used to live there, and he moved away, but he remembered that was a good place to shoot off fireworks. He drove back and lit them in his truck and blew his fucking truck out. He blew the fucking windows out of his truck, so it was like a car bomb and fireworks. And he blew his hand off, and he blew a side of his head off. And neighbors who were nicer than me went to help him and tourniquet him up and all that shit. But I was relieved that it was fireworks, and I'll tell you for why. There shouldn't be a fucking car bomb in my town a half a block up the street. That's shit from fucking movies. If there's a car bomb, then somebody either wanted to blow that motherfucker up, or he was going fucking kamikaze and he was going to take out the whole fucking neighborhood. So I was relieved it was just a stupid fuck who thought he could blow off fireworks in his truck. And that's some fucking bad luck. That's again why I feel so blessed, because I'm having a happy life. I'm at least know that I'm not so fucking stupid that I drove back to where I used to live, sat in a truck, blew up my own fucking truck, and lost my fucking hand trying to have Father's Day fireworks. Now,
in half your face.
So that's right there. That's fun there. More fun stuff. I'm such a bad guest. I don't want people talking fucking. We have so much.
Oh, you're fucking an awesome guest. So, I need to talk to my co-host for a minute. Big B, I don't know what you're doing, but I've almost run out of paper.
I have a bunch of stuff written down too.
Okay, good.
Now he's in a different location. How are you going to get him paper?
Well, because we named the show. You'll find out at the end, and you might take some of this with you.
I have an official Cave Crew Radio book that I write down things, potential names of the show. These are the things that we do every week. So what I'll do is take lines that are said throughout the show randomly, write them down, and at the end of the show, we'll figure out which would be the most eye-catching on iTunes.
This is marketing. Okay,
that's a great idea. My fans do that for me. They like when I say "fuck you" in a bucket of goo. That's a hit. People say it. When they road rage somebody else, they will report it to me. The guy cut me off and said, "Fuck you" in a bucket of goo. Because there's no real way to respond to that. You don't really know what it is, but I'm a big fan of notebooks. I write all that kind of shit down. Fuck you in a bucket of goo. I've got notes all over the place. So I don't know how you will theme this bearded prick in a Hawaiian shirt. I don't fucking know.
Oh, I have a bunch of things written down. We'll get to it. I have a question for you though.
All right.
Because you do a lot of this stuff, the stand-up stuff and all that. I want to know, what do you actually do on the weekends for fun? What is do you go out and mow the lawn? Do you tend to the garden? What do you do as a hobby?
Mow the lawn when I feel like I have to, because it makes my wife happy. I oddly enough, I don't have a lot of spare time in my life. I try to write a lot. I like music. I like to read books. I read the entire Wheel of Time series in the pandemic. That's 15 1,000-page books.
Jesus.
And I also listen to the audiobook readers as I read along, because I have a rough time paying attention. So that's a whole thing that goes on. I love creating. I love watching scary shit. Serial killing shows relax my nerves. But I have a fun, happy life. The fun thing is,
have you ever done your family tree?
I have not. And there's not really too many people that I could call to ask anything. Well, so I could send some postcards, right? I could send some postcards out, but yeah, I love life. I have a very happy, fun life. That's a great question. One of these rare comedians who married a beautiful woman that I'm happy with, and that was another thing that pissed me off in the Zoom. 30-year-old comedian, basically a good-looking guy. I'm assuming his wife would match up to him, as couples tend to be drawn to each other. Like, oh my God, I'm stuck in this house with this old battle axe here. Are you out of your fucking mind? It's a dream come true. My wife is gorgeous, and she's been held hostage by me for a fucking year and a half. I don't have to take her to movies, fucking Broadway shows, out to dinner. She's fucking stuck. She's here. She's my fucking prisoner, for crying out loud. So I love pandemic from that perspective. But I do. I enjoy music, reading scary shit. I actually enjoy the comedy writing process. I love doing this. I actually handpicked this night, because you peck your heads. I mean that in a nice way. Let me pick, because I knew my wife would be out of town. So with my wife out of town, I can drink as much as I want. I can smoke as much dope as I want. I can eat ice cream as much as I want. It's pretty much like when she's home.
Yeah.
But all you're drinking is water.
I'll get caught up later on. Don't worry about that. The main difference is I don't have to jerk myself off later on. That's everything else is pretty much the same. So.
Oh my God! But you bring up a good point, because there are a lot of comedians, outside of the stage, are miserable people.
Oh, they are.
And you seem the exact opposite of that.
I went through that. I went through that.
A lot of them on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and stand-up comedians are normally the most desolate, bitter people you would ever meet. For the most part.
Yeah, and I went through that. And if you have someone in your life who understands what your career is, then I'm blessed. So my wife, showbiz wife, and that's why it was fun to get her involved in the live stream, because she monitors the chat, and then she has fans and they say hello to her and all that stuff. And so it's a lot of comedians. I've been doing this 31 years. A lot of comedians just hoard off so many women on the road and shit. Now they're fucking old and miserable. And I went through that bitter thing. I absolutely did. But then I got to the point where, like, people are actually paying me money to fucking cheer them up. I don't think they give a flying fuck about my problems. I really don't think they fucking care. I think they would like to be entertained. So going that way has been life-changing for me. When I piss and moan about shit, I try to piss and moan about something that everybody's fucking mad about, so that we get a little bit of bonding there.
A little bit of unity.
A little bit of unity. Yeah. My fans are amazing. Last week, I told them my wife is going to Massachusetts with her sisters this week. We have no money. Donations are going to her trip. She got fucking traveling bucks. That's pretty fucking amazing right there. So
we got to start telling people, Big B, we have no money. This seems to be the theme.
I thought we did that like every week when we ask for beer money.
There's a show that I like. It's a live show. The Wheel of Time books are going to be a series on Amazon, and they're going to take the first two books. It's going to be a TV show. It's got a cult following. These people are fucking nutser than I am. They're all fantasy, epic, geek nerds. And when this guy streams live, and people donate him money in the chat, he's like almost embarrassed. I'm there. Oh my God, he doesn't even fucking know how to ask for money. Like, give me money. I'm not. Happy Father's Day, Raymond. Fuck you. I can't afford bourbon. What the fuck's the matter with you? There's $30. Buy some bourbon. It works. It fucking works, man. I
can't afford beer. Will somebody fucking help me out? Donate on the beer fund at cavecrewradio.com.
Well, you know who Amanda Palmer is, right?
Yeah.
Dresden Dolls. She has a book, The Art of Asking, and it's about that. It's like, I'm an entertainer, and I feel like I should get paid for entertaining. So, give me fucking money.
But does that come from like being in the Amish community, being born and raised in the Amish community? Because I go up to Pennsylvania, whatever, and they'll be selling pies on the side of the road, belt buckles, whatever it is that they've made. They're selling somewhere.
No, I had to be taught it because I'm used to performing. I'm expensive. I give a fucking 90-minute show, and then I hang out afterwards. I love the after fan photo shoot and autographs and all that shit. So I charge a lot and I make a lot. So I'm not really used to asking for money. It's really fucking difficult. And the thing that pisses me off is this. If you want to know what pisses me off, I have across all my platforms.
You've been pissed off the entire show.
I've been pissed off the last 10 fucking years. But this would piss me off even more. I have about 30,000 followers across all platforms. If they each, every other one of them gave me $1, I could buy a new fucking car. Cats is the thing. You asked what I do for fun. I'm allergic to cats, and I tame feral cats because I know how they think. Every sound is trying to kill them. That's how I am. Every little sound. I'm very sensitive. I'm not even making it up. I'm going to qualify for medical marijuana because every sound I think tries to kill me. Now, my wife moves around the house. She's quiet. But when my wife has a glass like this and sets it down, bang, and it scares the fuck out of me like a firework. So I know how to tame feral cats. I ran a fundraiser. I'm not fucking done with this story yet. I had to get a home for a cat that will never be saved. It's fucking afraid of everybody but me. It looks in the back window and then it sees me, and then when it knows that I saw it, it goes over to where the food fucking comes out, and it was winter, and I needed to build a fucking $250 cat home with a heater in this thing. I had 3 fucking glasses of whiskey. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Facebook fundraiser. I didn't launch it. And I had pictures of the cat, and we need to get a home for it, and it's snowing. I accidentally launched it when I woke up the next morning. It was fucking fully funded. $280 for a fucking cat. When I say I'm starving and I don't have any fucking money, I don't get dick. They're like, yeah, well, fucking cat. Fully funded. I had to fucking shut it down. And look at the fucking... I put that cat on TikTok, and a Russian lady, I could read her comment with a Russian accent. She goes, "Why is beautiful cat living in small house outside?" What the fuck? Like, I said, if you go on TikTok or anything, get a cat. If I was a cat, I'd have fucking $9 million right now. People do anything to fucking save cats. Yet you want to raise money for beer? Fucking lie. Hold up a cat and say, this cat needs an operation. It's possible that you will burn in hell eventually, but you will get cat operation dollars until the fraud lawsuit is filed upon you.
I have 3 cats, so I could do that.
Yeah, you're the one. You're the cat guy. I hate cats. So I love dogs. I love dogs. I hate cats.
Well, here's the thing.
Because exactly what you just said. Cats want to kill you. That's all they want to do. They want to eat you.
Yeah, but dogs are really fucking needy. That's the thing. Somebody asked me just the other day, and I don't know why, if I could have a dog that had human hands or a cat that could speak like a person, what would I pick? I picked the cat that would speak like a person, because the dog would just fucking walk around and take anything it fucking wanted. You wouldn't be able to stop it. Oh, there's a pork chop. That's fucking mine. There's a root beer. That's fucking mine. Dogs are needy motherfuckers. And I have to fucking watch cats and dogs this weekend because everybody's fucking running around. I'm allergic to fuck me. It doesn't matter. You go in there. When you open that door, them fucking animals think the owner's home. And then they go and they look at me and they go, oh, fuck, it's him. and the cats that I got to watch tomorrow, them cocksuckers, they get like 4 cats. They have an Instagram that has 90,000 fucking views on it. The new cat, the black cat, fucking Gus, is really afraid. They said Gus will need extra attention. Gus, we couldn't fucking find him. My wife and I looked all around in this house. We saw Gus, and then we fucking lost him there. We can't leave because I can't be the relative who lost fucking Gus. I know he didn't go outside. I know he didn't fucking go outside, but I got to fucking find him. So Gus was hiding, and then we fake left, and that didn't fucking work. So I said, wife, you sit on the sofa, be quiet, and then I'll beep the garage door, and I will fucking drive away so the cat can hear that we left. And then Gus came out. Gus was hiding in the fucking sofa, not under it, not behind it. You know how sofas have that cloth underneath so you don't see all the wood and shit? It tore a hole in there and it hid in the fucking sofa. They didn't even know this. The owners didn't even fucking know this. I told them, no, he wouldn't do that. Yeah, because he doesn't think you're trying to abduct him. He thinks I was trying to fucking abduct him, and the cat's going to complain that bearded prick, he tricked us. He left, and then he fucking came back. I had to hide in the fucking sofa. And that's, in fact,
now wait a minute.
They took that fucking cat along with them, so Gus won't even be there tomorrow.
You're allergic to cats, you said.
Yes.
So you're with these 4 or 10 or whatever cats, feral cats you're watching. What happens to you? Do you need an EpiPen? Like what's
I take a pill. I take a whatever it is, and you just make sure that whatever you do, you don't touch your face and you need fucking detox and all that shit. I couldn't be around them long. I have a feral killer upstairs, Mary, that I saved, and she's technically my cat. My wife tricked me into taming that fucking cat. And don't even get me fucking started now. I'm all fucking worked up. Mary. Mary.
I didn't
fucking cat that lives upstairs, all right? She can't come down because of the cockatiel. The cockatiel and the cat are natural enemies. So the cat will scare the fuck out of my cockatiel. So she has to live upstairs. So all the cat toys are basically either in the bathroom or the bedroom. So whenever I go to the fucking bathroom, the cat thinks it's fucking playtime. When I go up there and I'm sitting on the fucking toilet, she runs through the fucking tunnel and she wants to fucking play. Every fucking bathroom break is 19 fucking minutes because I got to play with that cat. But now, our grown-up daughter, who I love with all my heart, like, do you ever have a TV and then you get a newer TV and you can't throw out the one because it still works and nobody fucking wants it because I want to put this TV out and people are like, does it have an HDMI plug? Fuck you, it's a free TV. Go buy a fucking TV. How the fuck do I know? So the cat upstairs, the cat has an old but halfway decent one of the first TVs, and I can get YouTube up there and all that shit. And my daughter said there's a thing on YouTube called Cat TV, and it's fucking 8 hours of mouse videos and birds flying around, and the cat sits on the desk, on the dresser, and complains to me. And I have to put on fucking cat TV because the cat wants to watch fucking cat TV. If it's not on, I try to watch fucking Twilight Zone, and she gave me a bag of shit. I was up there and I put on Twilight Zone. She decided to put on fucking. So I'm fucking watching mouse TV up there, and she whacks at the fucking screen, and and you know how when you start a YouTube video, if it's monetized, there's commercials. Well, she gets fucking mad at those, and I get fucking at her. Just fucking the cat TV will play in 2 minutes. Just watch the fucking commercial. So the cat's spoiled rotten. She hit, as feral cats go, the fucking lottery of life. She's up there. She has it upstairs, and she has fucking cat TV, and she can play with me on the fucking toilet. But
how do you stop the cat from going downstairs?
There's a door to the downstairs here, and I had to build a contraption because it's one of those wooden doors, and she works the doorknob and shit. I had to actually put a fucking spring thing on it that you would put on like a screen door. So it snaps back. And so when anybody comes here and they have to use the bathroom, that door fucking clips them. It shuts like a fucking car dropped on them. And if I forget to warn them, they open the door and it goes, ow, motherfucker, this thing. So that cat definitely cannot get through that fucking door. So that's a good question. But I've developed a little bit of a tolerance to that cat. And then, of course, all my family and friends go, well, you're fucking lying about being allergic to cats because you have a cat. It doesn't work that way. I built up a tolerance to that cat, and I still got to take a cat pill.
Can I tell you, I'm allergic to cats and dogs. I have 3 cats and 3 dogs, and you're 100% correct. You build up a tolerance to your own animals, and if I'm around somebody else's animal, like I go to my friend's house with cats, I feel it immediately. My eyes start going, my breathing gets all fucked up, and I got to get out of there. But my own, I'm fine with.
Do you take a pill when you go?
I'll take Zyrtec.
That's me. I take Zyrtec. My family is trained well so that when I go there, I take a Zyrtec, but they have a wooden chair for me in a room where everybody else is comfortable. So they're on couches and they're having fun, and there'll be a wooden chair for the fucking idiot to sit there. Like,
so you don't get hair on you.
Yeah, so they'll get hair. And then sometimes if I take my notebooks and shit with me and I want to write, I'm in like my own room, sitting in a wooden chair, and I hear all the fun. And that's where dogs are assholes, because dogs want everybody to pet them. So then dog comes up to me and is like, "What's your fucking problem, dude? I'm adorable. I am fucking adorable. Everyone here has pet me for 3 minutes except for you. What's the fucking problem here?" They don't understand it. You're allergic. Plus, when you're allergic, they just fucking come at you right away. Like they almost know it. You know, I'm taking you out, motherfucker. You're going.
And they'll stare at you. And then the other people that you're with, if you don't pet them, they're like, "The fuck is wrong with you? Pet the dog. The dog is waiting."
So do you have a woman who tricked you into getting these things?
My wife.
There you go. Happened to me. You know, it's technically my cat.
The first dog. Now, I grew up with cats, so I've always loved cats. And when I was little, I got the allergies, I got asthma, and we had to get rid of the cats. When I got older, we got cats, and I just got used to them. The dog, I was at work one day, and my wife texts me a picture of her at the fucking dog store holding this puppy. She says, "Oh, doesn't he look so adorable? He would be great." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think so." And that was where I left it. I come home from work. There's the dog at the front door to greet me. So yeah, I had no choice.
Love dogs. See, I don't get this. I absolutely love dogs.
Well, that's because you're a dog lover. See, it's usually the audience is split. And let me tell you the thing, and you probably are guilty of this too. The thing that I hate about dogs is that there's two kinds of dogs. One kind hates everyone except their owner and wants to fucking kill everyone. And then when you come over to get the dog sitting lesson, the dog's going, "I'm going to fucking rip your nuts off. I'm going to chew on your throat. And I'm going to destroy this house. I'm going to shit on the couch. And I'm going to fucking ruin everything. And you will be blamed. I won't be blamed. You'll be fucking blamed. When they're out that fucking door, you are fucking mine." And the owners will be there all proud. Go, "Oh, he does that for everyone." Yeah, until he's done licking the fucking skin off the bones. And the other kind of dog is the shameless whore dog who loves everybody. Now you could get a fucking homeless corpse and put it on the couch and it would fucking snuggle up to him. Oh. So those are two kind of dogs. But what I have against dog owners is dog owners exploit owning that animal to leave shitty, boring picnics that the rest of us are fucking stuck at. It's 3:00. We have beer. The party sucks fat shit balls. And somebody goes, "Well, we're having a lot of fun. Well, we got to go home and let the dog out." And then the whole fucking wagon train of dog owners go, "Yeah, we got a dog too. We got a dog. We got to get it." Bullshit. I was at a party with them last week. They stayed 14 fucking hours. They didn't give a flying fuck if that dog pissed and shit and ate up the whole house. When the dog owners leave your picnic, your picnic sucks batshit balls. It's your fucking picnic. That's the sign right there.
See, I have a 5-year-old child. I use the child as that. "Oh, he's getting cranky. We got to take him home. He's got to take a nap." Easiest way out.
Well, that's good. And the child's more believable than there's a dog's like, Yeah, so I got tricked where my wife is now. That's how I got stuck with Mary, because at the point Mary was feral and I didn't have nothing to do with cats at all. This is however many years ago. And it was cold. And she told me this. And my wife is sweet, so I'm adding extra mean to this that didn't exist. She's like, "You don't have to love the cat. Just take food out for it and water. And if you feel like building a fire, that's great. But do not touch the cat." And then she left, and because guys are assholes, I'm like, nobody's going to tell me if I can touch a fucking cat, I'll touch a fucking cat. If I want to touch a fucking cat. So then that was fucking it. If my wife would have told me not to worry about touching a cat, I never would have fucking known. You're not going to fucking tell me not to touch a fucking cat. I'll touch a fucking cat if I want to touch a fucking cat. Now that fucking cat up there now, even though it's my cat and she fucking loves me, she sits on her fucking pillows at night. And she'll walk the routine, and she'll come up and she'll grind her head into my ankle and work her way up my leg. It's
what is it about your animals and your feet?
Well, I don't know, but I totally get why women love vibrators. It's so relaxing. Like, and she grinds into my hand. It doesn't even have to go into woohoo. It's entertaining when it's on the leg there. And then she'll walk across, and then she'll curl in between my thighs and have a perfect cat bed, and she'll be purring. And I can't move because the cat's in the fucking bed created by my legs. And I'm thinking, I really can't get an erection out because that's even creeping me out. They're going to think about fucking golf or sports scores or fucking something like that. And then my legs fall asleep. And whoever invented that phrase, I like to beat the fuck out of them. My legs feel like they have 9,000 fucking acupuncture needles in them. That's not sleeping. When you say your legs are sleeping, it implies that my legs are comfortably sleeping, just waiting for me to come up. No, I can't even fucking feel my legs. I hear the cat purring, but I can't even fucking enjoy the vibration. And then my wife comes in, try to lighten the mood. I promised you when we got married, there'd always be pussy in between your legs, but you did not ask enough questions. I wasn't lying. There you go. And the cat now sits on our pillows. And however she says goodnight to all of us, I always get the ass on my side of the head. It's my fucking cat. How is that fair? I get the ass, and my wife gets the head, and I get the fucking cat ass.
Wait, so what does that say about you? You get cat ass, and your bird shits on you.
Well, there's a comfort zone, I guess. Animals feel comfortable around me. Thank God we don't have a gorilla and a penguin. And what the fuck if a gorilla shit on me? That would be bad news. But yeah. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys holding up with all this? This is all about me, Mr. fucking me monster here. Do you have normal jobs?
Yeah, well, it's funny because I work from home. Even before the pandemic, I work from home. So people always ask me, "Oh, how you doing? Are you working? You working from?" I was like, "I've always been. Nothing changed for me. I worked from home before the pandemic. I worked from home during the pandemic, and I'm working home now that we're all opening up."
Well, a lot of people who went to the office before discovered that they could work from home. Mm. And this happened out in Silicon Valley. It's prestigious to rent a space there with other computer geeks for like $5 million a month. And they're like, wait a minute, we're the people who invent the technology so people can do this fucking shit from home. What the fuck am I renting $1 million fucking suite for? So they actually dumped a lot of fucking places. They're like, we create this shit so people can do this from their home. What the fuck are we doing here? We don't want to see each other. We're never fucking computer nerds. We don't know how to flirt by the fucking water cooler or anything, for fuck's sake. And on trending on Twitter, I recap for my fans what's trending on Twitter about a month ago. Whoever the money guys are, is that white collar? Is that who that is? The money guys, the white collar?
I suppose we're
white collar workers were starting to have anxiety and breakdowns from working at home. Fuck you. You can't be around your family. Your kids are fucking driving you nuts. Boy, go jump out the fucking window on your first floor mansion. And you land in the fucking rose bushes. Fuck you with it.
I don't get it. I worked since I was like a teenager. I've worked in various jobs. I worked in an office for 17 years. Now I'm working from home, and working from home is the greatest thing ever. I roll out of bed. I work in IT, so all my work is on the computer. And I roll out of bed. I come down here. I open my computer, do what I have to do. I go upstairs. I play with my kid, whatever I got to do, and I come back down, do more work. I'm home. It's the best thing ever.
It's the best, and that's what a comedian
I've been in the office since day one. And I'm finally about to get jab number 2 on Sunday. I've been going to work the whole time. But I'm in the fuel business, so it's a little different.
Well, I'm fully vaxxed. And again, I can't even say that on my live stream because there's people are I will die before I get vaccinated. That's
But
probably
you will.
true. That's the point.
Before you get vaccinated.
It's so funny too because there are conspiracy theories on the vaccination. Is somebody had said, and I ran them by all my family because I'm as nuts as anybody. I don't like the idea of putting something in my body that I don't know what it is. They're like, fuck you. You've been eating fucking Twinkies and fucking drinking Dr. Pepper, and I haven't seen you read one fucking label. What the fuck do you care that's in that shot? And if getting a shot makes somebody in your family not have to worry, take the fucking shot. And people that, like when you travel overseas, if you're military and shit, they got all kind of vaccinations. If you're going to Korea, wherever the fuck you're going, you pull your pants down and shut you in the fucking ass. You don't say, well, I don't know what's in that shot. I'll tell you what's in that shot. My fucking boot's going right up your ass if you don't take this fucking shot. I mean, who the fuck knows what's in a shot, for crying out loud? So, but it's crazy shit. If I could make a lot of money streaming, I'd never fucking go back. If people say, well, don't you miss the live laughter? 30 years. I remember. I remember what it sounds like. If I could get the money working from home, but that is a comedian's life minus the show nights. So, I mean, I've been the chaperone in school for my daughter's trips. I was the most sought after New York chaperone because who would fuck with this head? Not even anybody in New York. Just don't fuck with the werewolf. He's there.
So I have a question. So I know what it's like to perform on stage. You know, I played music throughout the 90s, so I know what it's like to perform on stage. And there's a certain adrenaline that you get right before you go on, and an interaction with the crowd.
Even skating in front of a packed arena.
Right. Yeah, it's the same thing. You get that adrenaline rush when right before you're about to perform, whatever it is. Do you get that same thing when you're streaming because nobody's there? Usually you feed off the audience a little bit.
Oh, you absolutely don't. And I get it later on with encouragement. And I miss that rush and it's different when you're on stage because it's all aimed at you.
Right. Yep.
When you have 200-300 people and they're laughing and you got them and they're clapping and you get applause breaks and shit, it can make you go weak in the knees. And we need to talk about something else because when I did a live stream about a month ago, I was talking about this and I started to fucking cry from missing that. I really did. I'm like, because I know there's crowds that have been so good and they're so hot, and I'm very good at timing. I know when to do this and that. And when they're hanging on every fucking word and you stop and you throw them a look and then you get the laugh and then you get the applause, it's a fucking drug like none other. It is absolutely incredible. When I went back live for the first time, when that hit me, it fucking rattled me. It just rattled me. So I almost can't allow myself to think about missing that. But when you stream live, you try to get there in your mind and hope that you're doing, whatever.
To me, and I think with Big B, because he said it before, when Stu left us, the English guy, I'm leaving, I'm moving on to other things, fine and dandy. But both Big B and I said, we look forward to this for ourselves. It's therapy for us to do this show. We have a good time, we laugh, and if there's 1,000 people, great. If there's no one, we're still doing it.
Well, that's a thing that I learned. I didn't do it right away, but that's the thing I learned to convey to my live stream audience. I fucking need this because it keeps me creating. It keeps me writing. It gives me fucking something to live for, really. And you telling me that the British guy left should have been included in the note to book this because I promoted that it's a guy from Canada and a guy from Brooklyn and a guy from England. So I'll have to go back and double back on some of that shit there.
You know, when you talk about the feral cat,
yeah,
we kind of got like this feral English ghost that we care for. He is always with us.
What is he doing? Did he left this to?
He's running marathons and eating lettuce.
Well, I have become a vegetarian accidentally because I couldn't fucking afford meat. So that's a true story. My wife and daughter are vegetarian. Most of our friends are vegetarian. And I'm in too deep now. And I feel really good. And all my greatest heartburn and stomach woes come from fucking meat. And my plan was when I get a moment of weakness, I would go back with fish. Mm-hmm. And there's a name for those people, equestrian or whatever they're called, pescatarians. I don't know. But then our daughter said, watch, I think it's Seascape on Netflix. It's the thing about how horrible the fish industry is. It's worse than mafia and fucking drug shit. There's people catching fish in fucking foreign countries that are being held prisoners on fucking boats. And the Alaskan cod comes from fucking China because they catch it up there and they send it to fucking China for processing until it comes back. So now that fucked me up for fish. So I probably won't even be able to eat fish now again. Thanks for that very much. But it was life-changing. I'm a vegetarian who doesn't like vegetables. So I'm fucked big time. What I like is when some genius nerd, Bill Nye, the vegetarian science guy, can take a whole bunch of plants and make me think it's a hot Italian sausage sandwich. That's fucking me. That guy's a fucking genius. Because there's some good fake meats, and there's some really bad fake meats. Tofu is fucking the devil's styrofoam. I won't fucking eat tofu. You can grill tofu for 9 hours and it doesn't get fucking black. It doesn't fucking burn. I don't like fucking tofu. The Beyond products are good. Beyond sausage and all that shit. They're really good. If you can fake me out, that's great. And let's be fair. You can live on pizza, donuts, and beer and still be a vegetarian. So I'm right there with that. But it's fucking brutal. But it is. Initially, I cut meat out. I do it every so often in solidarity for my family. Mm-hmm. And then 55 days was my record. And then I'm there. It's pandemic. We don't have any fucking money. We can't trust meat yet anyway. Then when I was creeping up, it would have been last October. I'm there. Oh my God, Thanksgiving's coming up, and then fucking this holiday season, I'm a fucking dead man. But pandemic was going wild, and we couldn't see anyone, and they were all crying. And I'm like, it's terrible. I guess because I didn't want to see.
You had a tofu turkey.
Tofurkey. Yeah, I don't like them. The Beyond products are great. Beyond sausage. There's another one. I don't know what the fuck it is. You grill the fuck out of them. You spice the fuck out of them till it's almost fucking meat.
So DK, basically, he would like the Linda McCartney sausages.
I think so. Listen.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, there's a show from England, Gavin and Stacey, and they send the guy to the store to get vegetarian shit, and she says, just get anything with Linda McCarthy's name on it.
And that's what Stu eats. That's what started this whole thing. He started eating these Linda McCartney sausages, and that led him down the path of just eating trees.
And he runs around like Forrest Gump, and he's
eating motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here. That's another thing that happens too. I love my British guy did the British accent, and he called me racist. That was fucking awesome. But you ever have somebody do this to you? It's a friend that you have partied with, you drank with them for fucking years, and there's a picnic, and everybody's all fucking hammered, and you have a beer in your hand, and you cracked one for them, and you hand it to them, and at the picnic they go, "Oh, I don't drink anymore."
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, I'll fucking drink to that. You can't even say, "Oh, good for you." Like you cheer them on. I'm happy for you, but dude, you should have fucking told us, so we could have some bottled water for you or something. Yeah, it's.
You'll crack a nice Evian for them.
A lot of people have made life-changing decisions for this, but I love comedy. I love my fucking job. I will be writing a book about my career. Now I have a fucking MacBook
You
Pro.
told us that 2 years ago.
I didn't have I couldn't write it on a phone. What the fuck? Then you can't just say, and that's how you're just worse than my fucking fans. Okay, you've had this MacBook Pro for a week now. Where's the book?
No, but you told us you've been coming on this show, I think, for 2 or 3 years now. And originally, I'm writing a book.
I have all the notes. I have all the stories, but I will tell you this from these Wheel of Time people, Robert Jordan and the guy who finished the books because he died, Brandon Sanderson, they write books like this. In order to write a book, you have to have something fucking wrong with you because these people type 5-6 hours a fucking day and that's what they do. That sounds like the worst fucking thing that anybody could do to just type. I will write my fucking book just to fucking spite you. I'll write it this weekend. My wife's in Massachusetts.
Listen, because I'm sorry if I misled you, because anyone that's watched this entire show can tell there's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
Yeah, that's incorrect. So we have to go another way with that. Also, my daughter. I wasn't going to say anything about this, but I'm so excited. My daughter is following in my imagined footsteps because she just started a new job at a medical marijuana dispensary. So she is following in my imagined footsteps. And in fact, just the other day, she's been selling marijuana all week legally, and she just bought her first marijuana just the other day, and I'm like the proud father. So she's on me to get a medical marijuana card, and I'm worried about not passing the thing, and my whole family's like, seriously, all you really have to do is Zoom, and we'll point at you, and then you should be fucking solid. So that's exciting stuff. And then I would be dangerous with a medical marijuana card. And then if they ever go full recreation, fuck me in a bucket of goo. That's going to be badass right there.
Canada, is it not legal there yet?
It's legal in some states, not others.
Yeah, you can buy it here, no problem. No questions asked. You can even eat those little jelly beans or whatever they are.
I am 30 minutes away from the New Jersey border, and I have a friend that I was messaging with, and then he said, "Oh yeah, it's legal here." And I'm like, "Did you get any?" No. Fuck you. Fuck you. If it's legal in New Jersey and you haven't fucking shopped and you haven't fucking invited your best friend over, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's 30 miles, 30 minutes that way, it's fucking legal. We had a cocksucker.
I have not smoked pot in 30 years, but if I could smoke up with you, I would definitely do it. We'd have to go sit outside of White Castle and blow a couple doobies. I would do it.
Well, that's the thing. See, I like to imbibe at home because if anything goes wrong, I'm home.
Well, you don't.
Like if I feel like I'm going to turn into a windmill or something, I don't want to have to fucking drive home. I just feel like I'm good. I'm fine. So Pennsylvania was close to going legal and medical marijuana legal for the last 10 years. We had one slimy cocksucker, Matt Baker, a fucking House of Representatives person. One fucking person blocked it for 10 fucking years, and he lived in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, and I did a show there, and I found out, this was like 5 years ago, that he lived like a half a block, and I was going to rally the audience will go down to Matt Baker's house right fucking now and smoke dope and throw rocks at his house. What the fuck's wrong with you motherfucker? But he either died or retired, so we didn't really have to do that. But
died or retired.
Yeah, the thing I'm learning all this shit about medical marijuana now. There are strains so specific that you know exactly what you're getting. Like I'm a perfect example.
It's not like when I was a kid. You can someone was telling me about that the other day. If you want to sleep, there's this brand. If you want to get up, there's this brand. Like
there's an up and there's a
never
down.
knew what we were getting. I could end up on the Yellow Submarine, and I wouldn't. That's what I didn't like about it.
Well, that's the whole thing. So if someone like me, contrary to what you read in the headlines, I don't like to lose my senses. I like to be thinking. So there's strains for creativity where you just don't look like you're a bowl of Play-Doh sitting there. And there's bowl of Play-Doh ones as well. I don't want the fucking bowl of Play-Doh. I want to be able to think, write my book, and create. But I think I would qualify for a lot of different shit being wrong with me that could help me out. How could you not have anxiety living through a fucking pandemic for a year and a half?
Listen, in Pennsylvania, I meant to ask you this. I meant to ask you this a long time ago, but you get on such a roll, I never get a chance.
Sorry.
They still have that religion where they let the rattlesnakes bite them.
Was that Pennsylvania?
I think it was.
I didn't get the postcard. I didn't get the memo on that. Were rattlesnakes?
Yeah, what do they call them? Quakers or something like that.
I think you got some bad travel information there, my friend. The Quakers are like 3 times removed from Amish. I'm pretty sure they don't have any rattlesnake rituals that I'm aware of.
You know about that, Big B, the people that dance with the rattlesnakes and then they bite them. That's the Quakers.
Those are fucking witch doctors.
That's like voodoo shit.
That's voodoo shit.
Oh, it happens in the States. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to bring it.
It's not Quakers, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's definitely not Quakers. Hey, you should smoke some marijuana. That would probably straighten you out right there. Thinking fucking Quakers have rattlesnakes fucking biting people that get high on and all that shit. Fuck me.
Ugh.
Holy shit.
All right, listen, we're kind of running over here, so this is the best part of the show. This is when we name the show, and anyone out there is welcome to participate. And I have more things written down than I think I ever have. And then we guess how many Big B has written, and he gives his show name. But if you could name this show, Ray, you want a catchy title, what would you name this show?
Endless Summer is a lie. Because it actually ends.
Endless Summer is a lie. Okay, I'm going to give you a few of my examples, and Big B usually has the best ones. I'm going to need a new page of paper. I have let's have some horse and buggy jokes.
Okay.
Oh God, I got so
push that farther. Think more like scrapple sucking sluts.
That's a good one.
You want to push that a little farther. Fuck you in a bucket of goo is always
about the relatable that Gus lost. I can't even read my own writing. Well, there's a comfort zone, I guess. And,
how about the Brit is gone? We have an opening.
That's a good one. And the devil's styrofoam. That was another one.
Tofu is the devil's styrofoam.
Yeah,
devil's styrofoam is a good one.
I can't even read my.
That one's probably winning right now. This is a tricky thing too, because when I write comedy, I have to fucking name it somehow.
Well, that's what
because I love notebooks. I write with a computer, but I do love notebooks. But you have to name the thing,
Mhm.
and it's really tough to name it. And I do radio for like 30 years now. When we do a bit, he always asks me, well, what do we call that? And I never fucking remember. Like,
See, this is what I do.
Here's the fun part. We get to guess how many titles Big B has.
37.
I was going to say 42.
I have 11.
11. Oh my God. You should feel flattered because
I generally have 5 or 6. Today I have 11.
That's good. Right. That's good.
Here we go. Number 1.
And usually I do this, like I save my favorites for the end, but I love them all, so I'm just going to go top to bottom.
Okay.
And we'll pick something. Starting off, there's no fucking tour.
See, I'd be done writing if I, All right. Number 1 is good.
Okay.
I should have smoked dope.
Hang on. Smoked. I got to do it so I can read it.
You got your hands full because you got fucking 2 winners already.
Well, there's more.
Next.
I won't touch the fucking phone.
Yeah. That makes me want to touch it now. Thanks
a lot. Swear words, though. That's the problem.
Well, there's a lot. He said a lot of swear words.
Well, you got to kind of filter it out.
That's it, title. He said a lot of swear words.
He said a lot of swear words.
See, that's good, too. Next.
Burlap thong bikini.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite.
That classic. That's everyone's favorite. Burlap anal beads.
The next one has a swear word, but it's one of my favorites. She can shit in my pants for me.
That's really new also. So she can shit in my pants for me. I'm going to write that down because my audience Saturday night's going to need to hear that. I don't know if I shared that with them.
Okay, next. You write that down.
Next, take it out of the fucking box.
Yeah. All right.
I should have taken shorthand.
That's a stupid fucking title for this show. Taking shorthand.
You ready?
Yeah.
Next is it's your dog. Give it some marijuana.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Dog, give it some marijuana. Wait a minute. I'm not ready yet. That's a long title.
It's too late now, but around this house, we refer to marijuana as crunks. I don't know why, but we're all crunked up. Are we gonna get crunked up? Let's get all crunked up. All right.
We're all crunked up. I'm writing that down for the show notes. I'm getting a cramp. Next
is probably my favorite. Every sound is trying to kill me.
I gotta write that one down too because sometimes I just don't realize how funny I am. That's a good one right there.
This is why I have so many, because all night you coming out with these great lines.
Oh my God, every sound.
I've got 2 so far.
Trying.
Okay.
Next, I get why women love vibrators.
You're not going to be able to pick. These are an Amish guy on the show. These are all fantastic titles.
They are amazing. We're going to have the best show notes ever.
I thought you were going to say the one title beat, my wife is out of town. I'm going to have to jerk myself off, but
that's too long. See, we need to shorten it. We have to have a length limit.
Man,
I've still got 2. Anyway,
Two more is one you said already, the devil's styrofoam, so you don't have to write that down.
I got it. Because I'm going on this list.
Okay. So the devil's styrofoam.
If anybody's still watching, this is the part of the show that sucks because you're watching two people that are writing things down that I said, and I'm supposed to go, that was amazing what I said. I'm so happy you wrote that down. What the fuck? This is bad TV right now.
No, this ain't TV. This is my show. I don't give a shit.
Last one. And this too is one of my favorites. You ready?
Yep.
He either died or retired.
That's good too. All right, this is what I got. Lots of good stuff for the show notes. I've narrowed it down, and everyone can vote. But I got the burlap thong bikini. I forgot about that one. One of my ultimate. And then which slightly topped that after was every sound is trying to kill me. And then the devil's styrofoam is still ringing.
If I get to vote,
of course you do.
Every sound is trying to kill me. Is more welcoming of curiosity.
Yeah,
because the devil's tofu is the devil's styrofoam is like, what the fuck are they talking about?
It's a show note.
But every sound is trying to kill me. You're going to get people in there, even people that want to kill other people with sounds.
They're
going to want to watch the show. What sound would I need to kill this person that I hate? So I think you'd be able to lure people in with that.
Do you want to throw the vote or do you want to bless it?
Well, there's only one person in the chat, so if they vote, they could fuck this whole thing up.
That's
right now.
Facebook or YouTube, though. There's more. I just can't see.
Well, yeah, you can let them vote, but
But Big B, where do you want? We are going with every sound is trying to kill me.
That's my favorite.
And mine.
All right.
Which really speaks volumes about me as a person. Just that alone should be able to get me a medical marijuana card when I have my Zoom meeting. When they get me to vote on shows, it's like, let's do them buggy style. Nah, every sound is trying to kill me. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Let's go with that. Now write the prescription.
Can we just replay this show for them? Can you just replay this show for them and let them figure it out?
Possibly not, because there's been too much talk about marijuana previously smoked, which I'm not sure how that would factor in.
I'm sure you're not the first person that smoked marijuana illegally to go for a legal license.
Well, I actually think they'd like you to have smoked marijuana prior to your getting it, because it's like
could not be the claim that smoking marijuana made me crazy, and now I need it.
You're totally not invited for my medical Zoom doctor appointment.
Okay, I think our stream is going to end, so we got to end this. Ray, if you're not booked, would you like to come back before the end of summer?
I absolutely would, and actually, the way my life works, I will just sit in this chair and keep talking to no one. So if you can arrange to make it live, you can just pick me up in progress wherever I am.
We'll just put avatars of ourselves.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely be back in here. Now that I know the British guy is running. That's fucking weird. I love him, and he can run and still do this. Is my point.
It's easy.
I don't even know how that's an excuse. Can you stream? Can you stream with us? No, I have new pants. What the fuck? I don't understand that at all.
It's got something to do that this is a bad. I don't know. You got to talk to. It's a bad influence, or
people need us. And that's kept me going through the fucking pandemic. If people in the chat say, we need this. In fact, we don't even give a fuck if you're entertaining, because we are out of shit to stream on Netflix and everything else. We've seen all the shows like twice, and I'm all they got.
You got it.
Panic levels.
All right, guys. It's been a blast, Ray. Thank you so much. In all honesty, from the bottom of our hearts, we love having you on, and we'll have you back again.
Well, I love you guys. Thanks for having me, and thanks for understanding that I don't let other people speak.
What's your YouTube, real quick, so where people can see?
Where can we find you?
It's actually Raymond Amish Comic is what it is. All it's one word. But if you could just put in Amish Comic into YouTube, and if I don't come up, I'll blow my fucking brains out. If there's two of me, if there's two Amish comics on there, but it should be / Raymond Amish Comic as one word.
You'll find them everywhere, folks. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in Amish Comic or Raymond the Amish Comic, and trust me, you'll find them. All right,
you guys rock, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, brother.
Do we turn this off, or do we close the lid now? What do we do?
It's okay, or you can hang for the entrance or the exit if you want to hear it.
Madness reigns inside the cave.
This is Radio.
Thank you very much for listening to the show. Now stay safe, take care, and wash your hands.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
The request to end the stream failed with an error of 401. Are we still live?
That happens.
That's
that happens.
The first one.
Yes, we're still. I can see it in the corner. It still says live in the upper left corner.
Welcome to my world. As long as we're not getting sucked off right now, we're okay.
So now we can't end this, Big B. This is a new one.
So Raymond's quip or problem with us in the very beginning, the endless summer ends, is apparently not ending now.
Yes, this will never end. You mentioned Twilight Zone.
There it is. We got I put the Amish whammy on it.
There you go. Listen, guys, I very badly have to pee. Ray, we'll talk to you soon. You're doing a great job, and we love you.
I'll be back anytime, and when the stream doesn't end, unplug it, you stupid fuck. I love you, but just unplug it, all right? Just fucking unplug it. Who's new with electric? It isn't fucking me.
Okay, let's go.
Close this fucking door. I'm going.
Oh, my God.